This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Bears will put it away to start the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stone-wall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Baylor's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. This game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The inside handoff. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Roberts. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Prentice. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Bears are threatening in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got it! They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. It's complete to the left. Touchdown Bears! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Then they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. He'll do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got room to work. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Cobb. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle with Simmons. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
On the run, it's Alston. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Coleman. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll get rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Robertson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Yeah, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Cameron. And tackled there by the defense.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Second down coming up. He'll do it himself on the draw. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Robertson. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his open man. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Alston. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, that's a really nice job executing by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
The Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Hits it out of the air. Touchdown, Tigers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. On the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to pass, it's Robertson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did there.
Off-play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fields. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Tigers are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Pushes ahead. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Washington. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
One of the things we love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wilson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on third and short. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Snagged out of the air. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Gonna run it. It's Washington. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give on the inside. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block them. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And the Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. That's caught. It's Alston. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Prentice. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The Bears line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulls and fires complete. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Lost to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Alston. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Makes the catch. It's Coleman. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in there.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Here on third down for this offense. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to him on the screen. He's not gonna get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a catch down the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Scanning the field, it's Robertson. He's got him. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
To the air on first down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got his man downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The give to the tailback. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
A first down run in the red zone. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You think these guys on the Tiger defensive front want to be mentioned alongside the Derek Browns and Nick Fairleys of the world?
Yeah, I mean, year after year, guy after guy, they just find big, strong suckers that get off the rock and make it so hard to go anywhere up front. No holes to be found.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Just drives it between the uprights. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. Turning it on! They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
On the move, it's Alston. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Makes his man miss. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Oh no, the ball popped out. And what a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. To the air, it's Robertson. There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cameron. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Washington. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And running east-west at this point is not going to help you win this game. You're down by a possession, a 2-minute situation. You got to catch it and get north, get the first down to stop the clock, or you got to catch it and make sure that you're somewhere close to out of bounds if you're going to try to go laterally. But that wasn't it right there.
He's got an open man. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Got to find a completion on this one. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it.